I would like to wish everyone a very peaceful and, more importantly, resilient April New Year. This April New Year is celebrated across many cultures, from India to Nepal and Sri Lanka in South Asia, from Thailand, Burma, Cambodia, Laos, and also Bali in Indonesia, in Southeast Asia, even in Yunnan province in the Republic of China. The Thai people call this Thai New Year or Songkran. So to all the Thai people, I would like to wish you all the best that can possibly be in this situation, in this environment, a very peaceful and also resilient Songkran, Thai New Year. For the Burmese people, I would like to wish you a very happy Taunggyi New Year. And also to our Laotian friends and devotees, I would like to wish you happy Songkranปีใหม่ as well. And to our Sri Lankan, happy April New Year, Super Alut Arutu Wewa. And to our Tamil friends, Buddhist, Hindu, Catholic, whatever religion you may follow, happy Thai Pongku, Tamil New Year as well. And the same to our Cambodian friends, the Balinese and the Yunnanese Thai people. I wish all of you strength, resilience, and peace with this new year. When we celebrate New Year, when we celebrated New Year last year, this time in April, we were all outside. We were all interacting with each other, between families, between monks and lay people, between friends. A lot of fun. Going places, sharing food, even pouring waters in Asia. Of course, not so much in Europe because it's still cold. April is still cold. We don't pour water on each other so much. We don't sprinkle. But in Asia, both South and Southeast Asia, because the weather is humid and most places is tropical. So we splash scented water on each other to invoke blessing and also to remind ourselves to let go of the past, to bring also fragment and to bring with the new year auspicious and good luck, that we signified it with perfumed water, scented water. We also visited monasteries and temples to receive blessings. What an end the past New Year would be. None of us could have imagined that the April New Year we welcome with a lot of fanfare would come to an end with everyone confined to their home throughout the world, whether people celebrate the April New Year or not. Let's look back, say, about 4 months, when COVID-19, the coronavirus, started in Wuhan in China. It was during the Chinese New Year, on the eve of the Chinese New Year. So the Chinese people, our Chinese friends, have had to welcome their New Year confined to their home. And from there comes many other New Years. For example, Taunggyi or Shan people welcome their New Year just right after that. I mean, not just the Chinese, the Tibetan welcome, the Mongolian welcome their New Year almost at the same time. And then Thai people, Shan people. And then in Western calendar came the 1st January, when people welcome the New Year. Of course, people in the West, they were still thinking that this pandemic would not reach them, just so far, far away. It was happening so far, far away in China. So, to be honest, many were still complacent. But soon after the New Year, what has the New Year brought? It brought a lot of pain. A lot of pain to Italy, to Spain, to the United Kingdom, to America, and to now about 190 countries in the world. It's very, very difficult to be spared, okay, from this, from the effect of this pandemic, directly or indirectly. We are all affected. Socially, we are affected socially. We are affected psychologically because we are confined to our residences. We are affected economically because many people cannot go to work. Millions and millions have become unemployed. In this situation, just think once again from religious point of view. All over the world, our Christian brothers and sisters have had to celebrate the Passover, the Holy Week. That is the Easter Friday, the Good Friday and the Easter Sunday. In their home, leaving all the churches and places of worship empty. The Pope himself couldn't have imagined that he would be speaking without an audience. And very soon, maybe in a week's time, our Muslim brothers and sisters will be starting a month-long Ramadan. And at the end of it, they all will be welcoming their New Year. Make no mistake, our Muslim brothers and sisters would be under enormous pressure, just like other non-Muslims, the way the non-Muslims welcome their New Year. My intention in recalling all these New Years is that the pandemic we are facing, the hard time that we are facing, is universal. And universally, we must think, we must reflect. Otherwise, we tend to think about ourselves, become self-centered. When we can't go to work, we think about ourselves, we think about our income, we think about all the inconveniences that we have. When we can't go back to school, to universities, we think about the consequences, the impact that we are facing individually. It's understandable that we will be thinking mainly about ourselves. But let me emphasize, here is the gray area separating between us individuals and the wider community in the world. Let's make it clear, it's not possible to save yourself alone, leaving everyone else exposed and prone to this silent killer, the COVID-19. So, as we share all the inconveniences and the sacrifices, we should also share safety. So whenever we think about safety for ourselves, we should also think about safety for other people. The Buddha said, when you look after other people, you look after yourself. Parang rakhanto, attanang rakhati. When we take care of other people, we take care of ourselves. So, for example, when we use mask, we take care of ourselves, we actually take care of other people at the same time. And when we stay, say, 2 meters from other people, following the social distancing advice, we are protecting other people. At the same time, we are protecting ourselves. So it's very important that we think of each other, we think of other people's pain. If we don't think of other people's pain, and if we just think about ourselves, we become too self-centered, and stress and fear can multiply easily. I have mentioned the Chinese New Year, the Christian New Year, and now the April South and South Asian New Year, and very soon the Islamic New Year. It doesn't matter whichever New Year we celebrate, we are all affected by this. Then what's the point of celebrating New Year? New Year is a reminder that whatever happens in the past, we need to let go and bring about healing. In the past 12 months, maybe 24 months for some people, maybe 5 years, 10 years for many others. And if we talk about trauma associated with war, with World War, for example, we're talking about decades of hurts, pains, traumas. Okay. The New Year is telling us we need to let them go. We need to start healing ourselves and let them go. And start a new chapter. So it doesn't matter which New Year we talk about. We also, actually, we have our own New Year as well, which is our birthday. So a new year comes in. What makes it new is our attitude, is our positive emotion, is our positive thinking that makes something new. New means fresh, energetic, resilient. But according to the Buddhist teaching, it's not possible for the new year to be new, to bring energy, to bring resilience without compassion. Compassion means thinking about other people's pain and problem and wishing them well, wishing to be helping them in whichever way we can. The time is not yet over, but let's not lose hope, because New Year is about hope. It's about positive thinking. Here, let's not forget that the world has gone through many pandemics before. The Spanish influenza, the smallpox, and recently MERS and SARS, and even Ebola. Each time, as a global community, when we got knocked down, we always got up and carry on. This has been the character of collective action, collective energy, collective effort. As we are celebrating New Year in our own home, many scientists are busying themselves looking for a vaccine. And some of them have already said by the fall, maybe by September, October. Some people say within a year. The most conservative estimate is maybe a year and a half. A vaccine will be available. Of course, at this point in time, when the vaccine is not there yet for the COVID-19, we all are living an anxious anxious time, a very worrying time. Sometimes an infected person is just around the corner. We don't know who we are coming across. We don't know who is affected, because the affected patient, they themselves, many of them, they don't know until the symptoms show up. So they might be silent carrier of the virus. And this is what is frightening everyone. Of course, the world is educated enough, is informed enough now how we should behave. How we should behave. Before the vaccine is available. How we can limit the spread, how we can help each other, how we can prevent the infection. We know enough already. WHO is doing its best. Scientists and governments around the world, they are doing their best. Doctors and nurses, they are there at work, waiting to help everyone affected. So actually there is hope. Actually, everyone is working together. Apart from those people I have mentioned, there are other people, municipal workers, staff, volunteers, police, army personnel, ministry staffs, the essential staff, they are out there just to make sure that everybody is safe. Everybody has something to go on. They need to take care of food. They need to take care of food for the whole population, communication, infectious disease, economy. There are a lot going on in their mind. Despite all the pains that are happening or that will come in the next few months, there are many good brains, good heart, many good-hearted people who are working their best just to save all of us. Professors, university administrators, they're actually taking very seriously how not to let this pandemic ruin our education. As a university professor, that's what I'm thinking all the time about my students, about their safety, about their education. So this worst pandemic, has actually brought out something good, something wonderful in people's heart. This happened in every country. There are heroes all around, in hospitals, outside hospitals, in the home, in villages and cities, provinces. Actually, we have many good people than selfish ones. So it's very important that we think of those good people and we take inspiration from them. We join the whole community to think about what we can do to bring an end to this pandemic. We all can play a part, a big part. Even by staying at home, we are playing a big part. We are saving life. We are saving our own life. We are saving many other people's life. In the Buddhist tradition, it's called Jivita Dhana. Jivita Dhana means the gift of life. By staying at home, you're making a very great gift, the gift of life. So the new year is about hope. It's about being resilient. It's about being positive. We may have lost many other things, But if we retain positive thinking, we will have everything. Positive thinking is the only and one thing that would keep us going. Without that, and even without pandemic, life will struggle. However, even with pandemic, if we retain positive thinking and hope, we will go on strong. We will come out stronger from this pandemic. And remember, just one word, compassion, compassion, compassion. And compassion means pro-social thinking, pro-social action. It's not about disconnecting yourself, cutting yourself off from other people, but it's rather connecting with others. So the Oxford Handbook of Compassion Science uses the word pro-sociality. Pro-sociality. Compassion is pro-sociality. We need to think about each other's pain, each other's loneliness, each other's inconveniences more than before. If we do so, this new year will still bring the same strength, resilience, and hope, just as it did last year. Even if we are not allowed to splash water on each other. So once again, a very happy, resilient, and peaceful New Year to all of you. May you all have strength, positive thinking, positive emotion to go through this difficult time.